Hi, I'm Dave Plummer, Waltham Abbey's Green Party representative, and this is February 2019's Waltham Abbey Green News. Things can move pretty quickly, so by the time you see this, some things might be out of date, so please keep an eye on social media and the website for the latest news. Waltham Abbey's library faces having its hours cut from the current 48 per week to somewhere between 16 and 32, and being forced to be largely run by volunteers. That would largely affect access for working families and could hit community services and drop-in services too. As part of Essex County Council's plans to cut library services across the county, including closing 25 completely. Campaigners have found out that the figures used to justify the closures and the reduced services are flawed and only take a fraction of library users into account. The County Council's consultation is still live, so please make sure you complete it before the 20th of February. And there are online petitions against the county-wide proposals and against reducing services here in Waltham Abbey. Petitions being set up by Waltham Abbey Community Campaigns. All of the links are on the Waltham Abbey Greens website. As with a lot of the issues that we face locally, this is a direct result of Conservative Party policy. In February last year, they voted to reduce funding to local authorities by 28%, and that's on top of year-on-year funding cuts since 2010. On Tuesday, I'm meeting regional representatives from Arriva buses on behalf of Epping Transport Action Group to discuss a 3-month trial of late evening bus services. I've been speaking to local business about them, and it's pretty clear that they're needed, particularly in hospitality and other businesses which are open in the evening. My proposal is to extend the existing 66 service with 3 additional ones, leaving Waltham Cross at approximately 9:15, 10:15 and 11:15 in the evening, returning from Loughton at 9:45, 10:45 and 11:45. That would still mean a long wait for some people to get on the bus, but at least there'd be a bus to wait for. So good news on the bus front is that Swallow Coaches look set to agree to extend the 13 bus service into Harlow, stopping at a hospital. Vicky Seaborn Wood from the Tourist Information Centre set up a petition which I promoted online on behalf of Waltham Abbey Community Campaigns, which was handed into Swallow Coaches a couple of weeks ago. There's no new news about the next PLC proposal to build a distribution centre on current Greenbelt land by Dowding Way, which would bring 1,000 additional HGV journeys to our roads every day and destroy valuable wildlife habitat. According to our surveys, there are still a lot of people who know nothing about it, but there's information on the Waltham Abbey Community Campaigns website, which is a bit out of date. I've not had a chance to update it recently, but that covers most of the main issues and concerns, so please have a look there for background. It's now over a year since I first contacted Epping Forest District Council to suggest a permit scheme for small vans with domestic refuse to use Waltham Abbey Recycling Centre, saving trips to Harlow and potentially reducing the amount of local fly tipping. I've not had a reply to my last email on 4th of January, so I'm going to pass a proposal on to the Green Party group on the District Council to pursue. I'll let you know how we get on. A Waltham Abbey Community Speedwatch scheme is something else I'm working on with Waltham Abbey Community Campaigns. We got the volunteers lined up, but we're waiting for the Safer Essex Roads Partnership to get back to us with a date when they can start to support us. Even though this is a volunteer scheme, it's still affected by funding cuts, but I've been told we should hear something by spring. Parents at the Waltham Holy Cross Primary School are continuing their fight to stop the school being turned over to the Net Academies Trust against their wishes. I've spoken to parents who have already decided to take their children out of the school over changes to the school day, which were proposed without any consultation at all. The campaigners held a short rally at the start of the month and are working in public and behind the scenes to stop the takeover by the academy chain. The campaign's proved inspirational to many others across the country, and Waltham Abbey can be proud to have such a dedicated, committed group within our community. Right, a bit of actual Green Party news. On Thursday 28th, Shan Berry, co-leader of the Green Party, is coming to Waltham Abbey to help launch my district election campaign. The campaign launch is being held at Vintner and Mason from 7:30. We'll have live music from The Crisis, who are really superb. And it's free! Yay. You can turn up on the night, but it would be great help if you could let us know you're coming by reserving first on Eventbrite, so we can figure out how best to lay the place out. It should be a really good night, so please come along. On Saturday 16th, we're going to be delivering the February-March issue of the Waltham Abbey Green News newsletter. Please come along and help us if you can. Waltham Abbey South West is quite a big ward, and the more people we get involved, the better. So please join us on Saturday. Meet here, 21 Townmead Road at 10:30 if you can join in. If you can't get along to the action day or the campaign launch, you can still help by chipping a few quid into the crowdfunder. The local Conservative Party gets thousands of pounds in donations from property developers. The Greens don't. So if you can help donate a few quid to help with costs for materials, it really would be hugely appreciated. There's a good chance that this year we can win the first district council seat in Waltham Abbey for a Green, and the first district council seat for a long time that hasn't gone to a Conservative. We can only do that if we pull together, so please, if you can help, please do. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. I hope you find it useful and informative. If you can help out in any way, please do. We'll see you next month. Thank you.